You know, a lot of people are going to be on here and they're going to be talking about, man, it's always their dream and it's always their passion to be into music, be into film, animation, anything in the entertainment business. But honestly, that wasn't my outlook as a child, man. I loved, my imagination. I loved making videos with my friends. We had a great time doing it, but I really never pictured myself to be in the entertainment, let alone the film industry. Now, when I was in high school, let's just say I wasn't the best student. I didn't do too well. I focused more on socializing and hanging out with my friends than I did ever getting a good grade. And it played out in the long run, and it made it a long journey for me to get here today to be saying I'm actually in college. It wasn't always that way. My name's Robert Ingram, and this is my PPP. Now, myself, I had to go the long way to be able to go to school. Yes, I joined the military right out of high school because I really didn't have much else going for me. I stayed in the Army for almost 10 years. I was actually going to make it a career. That was my plan, man. I joined the Army. I went to airborne school. I got promoted, non-commissioned officer. I was like, you know what, man, this is going to be my life, So be it. I can do this. Then one fateful day, I was on an airborne operation and had a bad jump and shattered my leg. 3 surgeries later, years of physical therapy, and med board out of the Army, here I am today. The good thing is the VA gave me the opportunity to go to school. Now I searched for all these places I could go, where I wanted to leave my mark, The Army was over for me, so I had to find a new direction. My sister happened to work for Full Sail University because I was actually born and raised right here in Orlando, Florida. And at the time, I really didn't know too much about Full Sail. So I went to her and I said, okay, I'll go to the campus tour and I'll check it out. And immediately, man, I was intrigued, and it was a pretty awesome place. They get you right when you walk in the door, man. And it was pretty cool, and I could see myself doing this in the future. And then it's what I wanted to do. And then it turned into my passion over time. I started out on campus at Full Sail University. Had a great time, man. Great group of guys. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of side projects. We worked on all our projects together. The group atmosphere, man, was amazing. All right, and the reason I'm not on campus today is because I actually moved down a little bit too early. I have a wife and 2 teenage children, and it took a lot longer to get the whole family to move down than I had originally planned. So I went online for a few months, moved back to the Panhandle where I was stationed by Eglin Air Force Base, got everything situated, got my house rented out. No, I moved back down to Orlando, and I live here full time with the family, which is great. I actually start campus again next month. This is actually my last online class before I go straight into back to campus on Full Sail trying to get my master's degree. I found that being laid back and not sweating the small stuff actually helps your creativity. As long as you're following the guidelines, think outside the box a little bit. Don't sweat the small things, and I found out you do a lot better. And professionalism, I would say, man, always be at the right place, the right time, with the right gear. Like if you got a buddy in class that says, hey, man, I could really use you got any extra uniform for doing a side project. Yeah, dude, I do, man. I'll be there at 8 o'clock. If I say I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock, I'll be there at 8 o'clock, man. It just shows, that you're a reliable person, and it also helps with networking. I would love to work for a company, like Adult Swim or Comedy Central, even if it's just doing a camera, man. I love to be involved in something that makes people laugh. The companies I would love to work for, or Comedy Central, Adult Swim, anything like that. And I also wouldn't mind working in the video game industry. I know you're thinking film degree in video game industry, but I honestly believe that the two are going to coexist one day. Now, my conclusion, my mantra, man, is I'm an entertaining, laid-back, skillful person. The reason I chose entertaining is because I like to go to work. I like to have fun, man. I like, where we can joke around. We have a great time at work. We all focus on the same project, but we do it in such a way, man, that we enjoy everybody's company. Laid back because I don't want to sweat the small things. I don't want to focus on such negativity, man. Let's just focus on the positive stuff. And I believe it'll help the creativity out of a project in whole. Skillful, I say I'm a skillful person because I did do, 10 years in the military. I learned a lot of different skills. I learned how to handle people, how to talk to people. I was a non-commissioned officer, so I was in a leadership corps. I had my own squad that I put skillful in there because I am a skillful person. And even though I'm laid back, I will always show up at the right time, the right place, with the right equipment. That's my mantra, and that's who I am. Thank you for watching.